Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of Lajoytra Creation Designs. Today, y'all, I am coming to show you how to make something using this crafted square adhesive cork sheet. Okay, for those of you who have been following me, I did a haul on this product right here from the Dollar Tree. Now you can find this at the Dollar Tree. It comes in a sheet, a nice big sheet, and so let's go ahead and get started. So here are the items that you will need to do this here how to make video. You're going to need some pliers, whichever ones you have, whether they're round nose pliers or 3-in-1 pliers, whatever you have, okay? You're going to also need a paintbrush. You're going to need some paint. So this is the paint that I chose. This is puffy paint. And for those of you, once again, y'all know I love puffy paint. I use puffy paint a lot for a lot of my projects that I do. So you will need some puffy paint, and I'm using green, red, black, and yellow. And I'm also going to be using this acrylic paint. It's a metallic antique copper. Okay, and I got this also from Walmart. So I got all of these here from Walmart. You are going to need a Sharpie. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need some jump rings. You're going to need an awl, A-W-L. You can find this also at Walmart. Lovely, lovely Mod Podge. Okay, we are going to be using some Mod Podge. And you're going to need a fish hook. I think I said that already. Okay, so, and I'm sorry, guys. I forgot these items right here. You are going to need a glue gun. You're going to need 2 core shells, and you're going to need 2 pieces of 12 gauge aluminum wire. Both pieces have to be 7.5 inches long. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get right back into this. Okay, y'all, so the very first thing that you want to do before you do anything else concerning your cork sheet is you want to flip it over, and you want to make your design, your desired design that you want to cut out. Now, this is really, how should I say, it's a slippery. Okay, so it may be a little hard trying to write on here, but see what you can find. I do have a Sharpie, and it's going to be very, very light. Also, make sure you have a circle. We're going to be making some earrings, so I'm going to be using this right here to make my circle. And I'm thinking this is a 2x2 earring, okay? So all I'm going to do is take my Sharpie, and I'm going to draw me a couple of circles. Now, this will be, I'm going to show y'all, this is going to be permanent, but it's going to be real light. Just like this. Just going to go around. May slide a little bit. But whatever you can find to do this. Okay. And you can see, all right. And I'm going to draw it again. Just a circle. Now, my reasons for doing this is because of the colors that I am going to be using. I could just draw my circles on my cork side, but I'm choosing to do it on the back because that way when I go to cut it out, I can see my lines, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut this just like this. And I'm going to put something underneath of this because I'm getting ready to do some painting. Okay, y'all, so I have my two. Now, I'm going to say this to you all too. If you're making earrings, instead of you cutting out just two pieces, you can do the whole strip at one time, okay? Now, I am going to cut, actually, I'm not going to cut that piece. I'm going to leave that just like this. So I got a white piece of plain paper underneath so I won't get this on my table. Now I'm going to flip this over like this, and I have my choice of paints that I'm going to be using, and I'm going to take my paintbrush. And what I want to say to you all is when you do this, make sure that you let your paint set for at least a second, because the thing about the cork sheet is that it has to absorb. It will absorb. The more that it absorbs the paint, the color of the paint, the better your design will come out to be. Okay, so I'm going to be using red, and it doesn't really matter where you put it. See? So I have some red there. And then I have some yellow. All right. I have some green. Okay. And then I have the metallic. Oh, I forgot to put the black on. Sorry, y'all. So my metallic. And I can only, there it is. And then I'm going to add my black. The black gives it like a little hint. Okay, and this is what we have so far. Now, basically what you want to do is you want to let this set just for a few minutes, and then we're going to come back and get started. Okay, y'all, so basically I did let it sit for a little bit, and I'm going to show you what all I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I'm not going to be actually painting, but I'm going to start from the top and bring this down just like this. Okay, I hope you all can see exactly what I'm doing. And all I'm doing is pretty much cleaning up where, and you want to do it kind of lightly. And I hope you all can see. And then I come down again. Okay. And the more that your paint sit on your cork, the more colors is going to show up. It's going to absorb the color more. And that's what I was talking about in the beginning of letting it sit for a little bit. Okay. Now the one thing that you all have to do is you have to let this really dry. And when I say really dry, I mean you have to let it literally set and dry. If you try to do anything with it before it's dry, it has to go down inside the cork and the creases and all the crevices and all of that and dry. Now this is art, y'all. Now every time you do this, it is probably going to be a little different, but I'm gonna bring it up and show y'all what I have. But this is it right here. This is the design that you will create from the technique that I just showed you. Okay, so basically what I am going to do with this is I am going to let it set, and I'm going to let it dry. And this is, see that? You see all those beautiful colors in there? So I'm gonna let this set and dry, and then I will be back for us to do the next step. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, so once your piece have dried, see how gorgeous this is? This is what you are going to have. You want to make sure that it is completely dry before you do anything else. So the very next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put on a layer of Mod Podge. One layer of Mod Podge. And for those of you who know about Mod Podge, you all know that Mod Podge, when you put it on, it dries clear. So I'm just going to put on one clear coat of Mod Podge. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will be back with the next step of making these earrings, okay? Okay, everyone, so once you put your Mod Podge on there, this is what you're going to get. I hope you all can see that beautiful shine. And I want to tell you, I had to let this set to really dry. The first time I had to let it set for about 4 or 5 hours. And then the second time I had to let it set for maybe 2 hours. But this is the results. So you when I'm showing y'all how to do it's going to take time. Don't rush the process, because I'm telling you, you know, when you do take your time to make it and create it, you're going to come out with something really awesome, okay? So this is what we have, and I hope you all can see this. Beautiful art, okay? Remember, we drew our circles on the back first, so that's what we have. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to cut out our circles, okay? And make sure you still have your Sharpie, which is this, because you're going to need that. So now my color, it faded a little bit, so all I'm going to do is take my thing and put it back in the middle, take my Sharpie and go around it because I need to see my lines and I don't want to mess it up. Okay, so that one, and this one is not too bad. This one is okay. Because I can see my lines. Yeah, that's fine. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut these shapes out, and I'm going to cut them out, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I cut the first piece out, but I want to show you something that's really important. When you start cutting, when you go in, cut inside of your lines, okay? Just like this. Cut inside of where you traced it. And just go all the way around. Just like this. Okay, and then when you get here, you just gotta cut just like that, so it won't have that point on it. And this is what you have. Now here are our two pieces. This is beautiful. Now before we do anything, we're going to take our marker and you're going to cut it out. You're going to leave the sticky backs, the part for it to stick together. You're going to leave those just the way it is. And you're just going to go around your cork with your Sharpie. And your Sharpie this is just going to color in the parts that didn't, you know, that we just cut out. And make sure it's a permanent marker. Make sure that it's permanent. Okay. And we're going to go, and I'm going to go here and do the other piece. And then I'm going to come back so we can get started with the next step. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm back. So as you can see, I went around with my two pieces. I made sure that I shaded in my edges with my Sharpie. This is really important, okay? This eliminates a lot of extra stuff that you would have to do, all right? And it makes the project so much easier. So this is what we have. So one piece is going to be for the front and one piece is going to be for the back, okay? Now I'm going to take off the adhesive. I figured this out with these fingernails, y'all. And I did cut these down because they were too long. I'm going to place that one right there, just like that. And I'm going to take this and do this one the same way. Now, I just got to figure out how I want these lined up. So I definitely want this one like this. So I'm going to turn that like this. And I need to figure out how I'm going to lay this because I'm going to have to lay them two together. Now, this is going to be a little challenging. Everything has to be, I guess you could say, kind of perfect. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take them and put them like this. and then just squeeze it together like this. Okay, and this is our earring. Okay, so I'm gonna go up over here and just color this in just a tad bit. Don't worry about it if it's not perfect, because art doesn't have to be perfect. And that's the one thing as being an artist, is that it does not have, art does not, never has to be perfect. Okay, it never has to be perfect. So don't worry about that. Don't stress yourself out about it, because it's art. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around this because my piece was a little off, but here it is. So I'm gonna go, this is going to be my front, and this is going to be the back. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my awl, and I want to thank Miss Clark again, because Miss Clark, y'all, she helped me with this. I had no idea. I seen this thing in the stores. For the life of me, I really never really paid attention to what they were really used for. But I want to thank Miss Clark again for helping me that day, because she saw I was actually using a around those pliers, which pretty much does the same thing, but this is pointy at the end and it really helps. So I'm going to take one of my jump rings, open it up, and I'm going to slide it through the hole that I just made for my earring. I'm gonna have to do it again, y'all, because this is a, see, this is a sticky back. And it's like as soon as I stick it, put it through, it kind of closes up. Let me see if I can get this through here. Yep. We have a winner. So you put that through there, and then you just close it up. Just like that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my aluminum wire, and I'm going to make a loop down at the end, and I'm going to wrap this around, make a series of spirals just like this, and I'm going to use my fingers to finish this off. Okay, take it all the way down. All right, and when you get all the way down to the end, you're just going to make yourself a nice little loop, just like this. And that's what you should have. And I'm going to glue that piece right in the middle of my earring with my glue stick, or glue gun, I should say. Okay. And put that right there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my seashell right in the middle of that. Okay, so I need to get me another glue stick, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to take and put a smidge of glue down in here. Come on. Just like that. And I'm going to glue that right in the center of my piece. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm going to open up another jump ring. Now, you don't necessarily have to use 2 jump rings. It's completely up to you whether you do or not. You don't necessarily have to. Okay. And then I'm going to add my fish hook. And you can also make your jump rings a little bit smaller. If you don't want them to be big, you can make them smaller. And you close it up. And you have yourself a really cute, this is the back of your earring. And this is the front of your earring. And this is really, really gorgeous. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me for this here how to make video. Go and make yourself plenty. Y'all, the sky is the limit using this cork, this adhesive cork sheet. The sky is the limit, okay? There's so many things you can make and create using this. As far as earrings, okay? This is just one idea, all right? So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful and awesome day. And until the next video, peace and blessings. See ya.